Alright, so Appendix D, and then after conducting FBAs, the team was then able to determine the cause of specific behaviors, purpose of the behavior, and how to best work with targeted students on replacement behaviors. In addition to each identified student, a folder in the Google Drive, we created with specific action plans based on the student's individual needs. I would like to point out at the beginning of the school year, we had 46 students that were receiving Tier 2 and Tier 3 interventions for grades K through 5, and we were able to lower that number to 23 students. Upon analysis of all this data, we are able to see that behavior is improving at 9th District. However, we know we still have a lot of work to do. The behavior coach did keep a detailed log of coaching calls with positive check-ins made daily. In the first week of the school year, there were 17 coaching calls. However, the behavior coach had 35 positive interactions with students. By starting the year off with an increased number of positive student interactions, we set a goal of him having 3 to 1 positive to negative interactions with students in regards to coaching. In regards to office referrals, the data showed a huge jump of referrals in October, the second month of school. This could be attributed to many factors. We had a high number of students or teachers in their first year of teaching. Teachers were not fully implementing our CHAMPS Tier 1 intervention. Teachers may have been trying to establish boundaries for the school by sending a message that we are not going to tolerate behavior that we hadn't seen in previous years. Depending on the severity of the behavior, these referrals included consequences such as losing a privilege, detention, ISS, or suspension. With the rise of the behavior referrals in October, leadership then decided that it would be beneficial for teachers to receive a refresher training on CHAMPS. So during November, during our November 6th staff equivalency day without our students, the behavior coach presented to the staff some strategies on establishing positive classroom procedures and expectations using CHAMPS and other positive behavior reinforcements such as Class Dojo. And if you look at Appendix E, you can see that. It was also presented to teachers various steps they could take prior to making coaching calls, such as proximity, a stern look, whole class reminders, and acknowledging positive behaviors. After teachers were retaught some of the strategies that could be effective in their classroom, behavior referrals steadily began to decline as teachers became more confident and proficient in their classroom management. After analyzing the number of coaching calls made by specific teachers, SST also decided to target teachers that we were seeing a higher number of coaching calls with more frequency. These teachers were then invited to attend behavior boosters after school to continue work with CHAMPS. CHAMPS walkthroughs were also conducted by our school's foundations team. If you look at Appendix G, the main goal of this team was to support a positive school culture while creating a safe and stable learning environment for all. The main purpose of these walkthroughs was to ensure the implementation of CHAMPS and to track positive and negative interactions between students and teachers. At the conclusion of these walkthroughs, the team then developed next steps and feedback was given to all the staff. Although initial analysis of the behavior data is positive, we know we still have a lot of work to do, especially with our students who are African American and students with IEPs who have had some of our most chronic behavioral issues. So my findings do connect with our review of literature. It's very evident early in the year that if teachers did not have a solid Tier 1 system for classroom management, there would be more behavior issues, as we saw with our data. Another connection was student engagement. We noticed when students were not fully engaged or interested in their learning, they're more likely to act out, causing disruptions to everybody's learning. Finally, many of our teachers, especially being new, fresh out of college, they did not have a full understanding of what it was like to live in poverty. So at the conclusion of this school year, we will be having a poverty simulation. As I just mentioned, moving forward to the 24-25 school year, we do have several next steps to continue improving student behavior here at 9th District. One of those will be the poverty simulation, where they will have a 2-hour simulation facilitated by district leaders, where they will, it'll be a fully immersive experience that will create awareness among staff members what it's like to live in poverty. Staff members will be assigned to families, and they will be expected to navigate various challenges that many of our students' families face on a daily basis. Second topic that will need to be addressed is the number of African American males that received behavior referrals in the previous school year. The goal will be for a decrease in these referrals. One way leadership plans to address this is requiring staff to participate in our district's equity series. It's a professional development that is provided monthly by the district. Staff will receive trainings on a variety of topics, including working with diverse families, engaging boys of color in the classroom, and instructional strategies for males of color. We also plan on continuing Teach Like a Champion, where teachers will continue to improve their classroom and student engagement strategies. After the survey results were released for the Kentucky Impact Survey, the student support team did meet and analyze the results of the questions related to behavior. Below are the next steps that that the team discussed. So the timing of the survey may have impacted the results. We felt maybe with it being early in the school year that results might have come in a little bit lower than they could have if they would have been taken later in the school year. We're going to resurvey the staff on high and low areas from the survey to compare the results. All areas did improve from the survey, with the exception of the ones I mentioned earlier. We're going to continue working on what we were doing in regards to student discipline, CHAMP, student support team, foundations team. We're going to improve our communication between the student support team and the staff, including updates on individual students, and we're going to develop a better understanding of Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 behavior and academic supports. With the conclusion of the school year here, we only have a couple days left. I have surveyed staff again on those behavior questions regarding the Kentucky Impact Survey, and those will be used to guide our next steps and action that needs to be implemented for the 24-25 school year. Thank you for watching.